Area 7, Lost in Time and Space. Passing through the gate is unlike anything you've ever experienced. You feel your body twisting and distorting, churning through realities as the gate pulls you to its ultimate destination, a place beyond the scope of human imagination. Suddenly, all is quiet, and the chaos of the journey is replaced with a sense of solitude and dread. You are in an unfathomable place, vast beyond your ability to reason and utterly alien besides. The landscape is surreal and strange, the architecture impossible. You are so far from home that home has become a threadbare dream you can barely recall. Even should you find a way out of this awful place, you may never be the same again. Gather all the cards from the following encounter sets. Lost in Time and Space, which is these guys. Sorcery, which is this one.
Flock of Seagulls.
Yes, The Beyond is what that's called. But the Flock of Seagulls. Which has arcane barriers and bullshit. Agents of Yog-Sothoth. I mean, I guess we are in Yog-Sothoth. And Hideous Abominations. Now, whereas the last encounter deck was massive, this one seems very, very small in comparison. Put another dimension into play. There it is. Each investigator begins play at another dimension. What is that? Locations that have encounter card backs?
Those are what I sleeved.
Okay, cool. Another dimension. You gape in disbelief at the swirling colors and alien angles surrounding you. This is true madness. This isn't madness. This is Yog-Sothoth!
Sparta, Spinal Tap, any of the above.
Another dimension. 6 Shroud.
Oof.
0 clues.
Good.
Oh, you put them in backwards. You put the revealed side on the grainy side. Whatever. Forced. When a location leaves play, move each investigator and unengaged enemy at that location to another dimension. Cannot be canceled. Okay. Set the following cards aside, out of play. The Edge of the Universe.
What's in your stack? And mine are all done right.
Weird.
You put them in backwards.
I put them in backwards? That must have been just the one. Okay, what is it? The Edge of the Universe. Okay. Tear Through Time. And Yog-Sothoth. So, yeah.
Now I see what you mean.
Yog-Sothoth is a 4/4 dash, Massive Hunter Retaliate, plus 6 Investigator health. Yog-Sothoth cannot be evaded and cannot make attacks of opportunity, so that's nice. You can run away from him. Reaction, when Yog-Sothoth attacks you, instead of taking up to X Horror, you may discard the top X cards of your deck. Then, if you have no cards in your deck, you are driven insane. Okay, anyway. I won't put that on the screen. We'll do that when it comes to it. So shuffle the remain. So we've got these encounter card. These are locations with encounter card backs. Okay. So just want to make sure I got all of them. The Edge of the Universe, Tear Through Time, and Yog-Sothoth. Those are set aside out of play. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards into the encounter deck. Another dimension is the location in play, where we start.
There are several locations going into the encounter deck then.
Yeah. All right, so we got the agenda, we got...
You were saying...
Oh, yeah, all right, that's thick boy. It seemed thin, but that's a thick boy.
This is bigger than our almost as big as our decks probably, yeah. Or roughly equivalent.
We both used all of our XP, so we have no remaining XP.
I mean, no reason to save any at this point.
Yeah, it's the last scenario. Or is it? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Standalone mode locations in the encounter deck. This scenario includes several single-sided locations that are shuffled into the encounter deck along with the rest of the gathered encounter sets, like you're doing right now. These locations only have a revealed side and have a revelation effect that puts them into play when drawn. When put into play, a single-sided location is put into play with its revealed side face up because it has no unrevealed side. Otherwise, it functions as a normal location in every other way. Then we have the do not read. So it's time to get going.
Time to get fucked by Yog-Sothoth, Yog-Sothoth, Yog-Sothoth. Time to get fucked by Yog-Sothoth.
Pretty much.
In another fucking dimension.
Uh-huh. All right, so let's get our hands. So you finish shuffling that. We'll get our hands of 5. Then we'll read the act, or the agenda and the act. Oh, I don't like the final sentence. Well, I don't like the final sentence of this agenda card. I'll read it when I get to it, but I just glanced at it. I'm like, that seems like a bad one. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is staying. This is staying. This is staying. And I will trade those 2 out. 1, 2. Okay. Didn't draw any of my weaknesses, which is odd. My question is, how in the fuck do we get out of here? Maybe it'll be on the act. Okay. Alrighty. The agenda card. All is one. Pathways of sound and color extend for an eternity in all directions, dotted with impossible architecture and overgrown with alien wildlife. The lines between objects are jagged and shifting, and your skin feels as if it were inside out.
Tingle, tingle.
Forced, after you are moved to a location by an encounter card effect, take 1 horror. I don't like that. 4 doom to advance.
I don't like this.
And the rules for this scenario are skull -1 for each extra dimensional location in play. This is not 1. Cultist, reveal another token. If you fail after this skill test, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a location is discarded. Put that location into play and move there. But that would be moving as a part of a chaos token, not an encounter card effect. Right? Tablet -3. If Yog-Sothoth is in play, it attacks you after the skill test. Squid token -X. X is the shroud value of your location. If you fail and your location is extra dimensional, discard it. So what do we got for the act? How do we get, because we can't move, how do we get more locations in play?
Act 1, conveniently titled, Out of This World.
All right.
Somehow you must find your way across this alien landscape in order to find the nexus that was described in Old Whately's tome. I like tomes.
Mm-hmm.
Action. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Choose a location discarded by this effect and resolve its revelation ability.
So its revelation ability is probably going to be moved to it, which makes you take a horror, so you need to be doing that, if I'm being honest. I know what my first turn is going to be, and it's probably not going to be useful unless you go first and get some locations in play.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yes.
Also, we need 2 investigator clues to advance.
I'm going to play my flashlight and then investigate and then do that thing twice.
Well, okay. So discard the top 3 cards. There's a Yithian Starseeker. There's a Visions of Future Past. And there's a Steps of Yahari.
Okay, so maybe I don't have to do it twice. 3 Shroud, 1 Investigator Clues, Otherworld, Extra Dimensional Revelation. Put Steps of Yahari into play, then draw the topmost Madness card in your discard pile.
Okay.
Forced. When you would leave Steps of Yahari, Test head 2. If you fail, shuffle steps of into the encounter deck instead of moving to your original destination.
Okay, so it is the plus. It is not connected to other dimension.
So it's just over here.
Yep, it's there.
Choose a location discarded by this effect and resolve its revelation.
So its revelation is put it into play, then draw the topmost madness card in your discard pile. Done. We can't.
This is gonna be a real weird fucking scenario, isn't it?
We can't move to it, but they're both connected to Green Diamond. So if we find Green Diamond, we can get there. It's got 2 clues, by the way.
Discard the top 3 cards.
Okay.
Nope.
Offer of power.
Nope.
An enemy. And a vast expanse.
Your turn.
Well, let me play a thing first. Berks and Glurs, oh my god.
Oh my god, it's Berks and Glurs.
Alright, then I will do this. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose a location discarded by this effect, and resolve as a revelation ability. We've got Visions of Future Past, we've got Vast Expanse, and we've got an Interstellar Traveler. Enemies and treacheries. Alright, we gotta find locations, right?
Yep.
How about a Yithian Observer? And how about Tear Through Space? This is an location. And another Tear Through Space. So I get to choose. They both have Surge.
And they're both attached to everything this thing is attached to, but not attached to this.
No, that's attached to that. Oh, this is attached to this.
And it's attached to itself.
It's attached to every other Tear Through Space. But it's not attached back to the other dimension. Mm-hmm. So we can get there, but we can't come back. Okay. I'm going to look up how Surge works, because if I draw this... Well, what does this say? It says discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. And it just says resolve its revelation ability.
It says choose a location discarded by this effect
right.
and resolve it.
So, I'm fairly certain Surge is when you draw it. Yes, after drawing and resolving an encounter with the Surge keyword. So we're not drawing these.
You're discarding them and then picking one to draw.
We're picking one to put into play. Or choosing a location discarded and resolve its revelation ability.
So I would argue you don't Surge then.
You don't draw it, yes. Yeah, because, we are not drawing it. If we had drawn it normally, it would Surge. But we are not drawing it normally. So, the revelations, so they're both 1 Shroud, 1 Clue. They're both Revelation, put Tear Through Space into play. Forced, at the end of the round, either place 1 Doom on Tear Through Space or discard it. They're literally the same exact fucking card. They're literally the exact same fucking card. And that was my second. So, first action Boxing Gloves, and I did that twice. So that's my turn. So, another dimension is connected to Red Square, but Tear Through Space is not connected back to another dimension.
So we need to find the green fucking diamond.
Yes, Green Diamond and blue Triangle. None of them are the set aside ones, so they're in here somewhere.
Okay.
It does have 1 clue on it.
Monsters go, monsters done, upkeep.
Upkeep. Blip.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a decent card. Forced at the end of the round, either place 1 Doom on Tear Through Space or discard it.
I think we put the Doom on it.
Because we want to get in there and get the clue?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. What do you got?
You remember which location I said I needed to draw?
The Green Diamond. Hey!
Put Prismatic Revelation. Well, let's see. It's 2 Shroud,
What's
3
the name of
clues. Prismatic Cascade.
Okay.
Otherworld Extra Dimensional. 2 Shroud, 3 clues. Connected to Red Square and Brown plus sign.
And yellow?
No.
No? Okay, so we got to go through the Tear Through Space to get to that. Okay.
No. You can go to the Prismatic Cascade.
Well, we can't get back. Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Revelation, put Prismatic Cascade into play and discard a random card from your hand.
Random card from your hand.
Forced, after the last clue on Prismatic Cascade is removed, discard Prismatic Cascade.
Which means you're gonna. What did the thing say? Like when a location is taken from play, what happens?
After you are moved to a location by an encounter card effect.
Right, but what happens if we're in here and then we...
When a location leaves play,
it's on
move
that
each
card.
Investigator unengaged
back here.
Yeah.
And that is an encounter card, because this is an encounter card. So if we're here, we take the last clue and move back, take a horror, based on this thing.
Well, if you're
there.
This is an encounter card, so like all of these
Yes,
are...
everything that's not a player card... Well, everything that's not a player card is an encounter card.
Okay.
Wait, we got to discard... All right. We got to discard a card from random or at random from your hand because of the Prismatic Cascades Revelation.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Discard a...
Yeah.
All right, what do you want? This one? Is this one good? It's not the worst, I don't think.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it was a guts. Terror from Beyond Peril. Oh, boy. I am choosing one of the following card types, and everybody has to discard each card in his or her hand that is of the chosen type. I am not choosing event. I'm also not choosing asset. It's going to be a skill. All right, not the end of the world. We got rid of a fearless. I had no skills, and it wasn't going to be events. Okay, so it's our turn now. You know what we can do, though? We can go get that clue. We can go here, and then at the end of the round, choose to discard it, because then we would discard the doom from it. Oh, we forgot to put the 3 clues on here. You know, I might be able to go get this clue. If I go first, I can get this clue, then come over here. I'm probably not going to be able to get these clues, but I can be here, right? So, other dimension can move to red square, which is what I'm going to do as my first action. My second action is going to be investigate, tear through space, committing glory to give me 2 more books. So I'm at 4 books on 1 shroud. Zero. There's the clue.
Hooray.
And we need 4 to... So we need that one and all these. Or these 2. If you would leave the steps test head 2, if you fail, shuffle. Okay, that's fine. Then my third action is going to be getting the fuck out of here so that we can choose to discard this.
Okay.
And discard the doom from it. That's my turn.
So what's this one when you would...
When you would leave steps of Yahargarl, test head 2 if you fail, shuffle steps of Yahargarl into the encounter deck instead of moving to your original destination, which means you would be transported back to here and take a horror. But regardless... Oh, you can move straight to here.
Yes.
Okay. So this thing is just, don't worry about this
Yeah.
location anymore.
Okay. So I'm going to move here.
Uh-huh. I mean, you could double Fleshlight to make them free, but I don't see why not. You're at 5 on a 2.
Yeah, I'm just going to go straight up 5 on a 2.
Yeah. I got a clue. 1 shroud. Cultist is reveal another token. If you fail after the skill test, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a location is discarded. Put that location into play and move there. But that's a chaos token effect, not an encounter card effect. Squid is -X. X is the shroud value of your location. 2. Do you pass?
Yes.
Okay, because the...
So I'm at a 5, -2. Gets me a 3 on a 2.
Yes. The rest of the text on that is if you fail and your location is extra dimensional, which it was, discard it, which would send you back there. But you passed.
And investigate the second.
Action the third.
Yes.
Skull token is -1 for each extra dimensional location in play, which is 1, 2, 3.
Still pass.
Still pass. 5 on a 2, exactly the number. All right, that was your turn, right?
Yep.
Monsters go.
Monster's done.
No monsters. Upkeep time. That's a neat card. I like that card. At the end of the round, either place 1 Doom on Tear Through Space or discard it.
We'll discard it.
I'm like, it seems like it should get rid of the Doom. Like the Doom shouldn't teleport to the sheet or anything.
Right.
It was on the spot. And it just goes away. Okay. Now the second Doom goes on the sheet. 2 out of 4. Yeah, this is easy.
Well, when I keep drawing locations, yes, it is.
Oh, boy.
Endless Bridge, 4 Shroud, 2 clues. Put Endless Bridge into play and lose 2 resources.
That's not the end of the world.
Forced, after an investigator leaves Endless Bridge, either place 1 Doom on Endless Bridge or discard it. That seems convenient as well.
Okay, so this is connected to Red Square, which we just got rid of, but it's...
Connected to another dimension.
Another dimension is connected to it. You can go to another dimension, but we can't get back here. not by moving.
Right.
We'll have to be discarded back to here, which I don't want to do unless I heal. But anyway. Oh, I get to draw a card. Beyond the Veil. And Terror from Beyond. Apparel. Well, I chose skill last time. And it didn't hit anything important. I'm going to choose skill this time. Discard all your skills. Bye-bye deduction.
All my skills are gone.
Okay, all my skills are gone too. But I do have Beyond the Veil, which I will take 10 damage. Okay, so if you take this third clue, we will both be teleported back to here.
Here.
Oh, another dimension.
So we don't really have any choice in the matter.
I can move to here, but then I'll be stuck here.
Right.
Is that the end of the world if I'm stuck there? It might be. I don't want to take the horror from being teleported. And I can't move back here.
What's the only, is there a way you can move back there without, does it have to be one of those?
I could do these. And see if I draw another red square and get there.
But the problem is, the only thing here, you could, the red square
so
or
the moons are the set aside ones, which I'm assuming will get set into play when we do this.
Right.
So I think what I do, because I don't want to take the terror. Right. Taking the terror would be very bad for me. I want to go first. If you're going to get this last clue, which will send you back to the other dimension, then you can go get other clues in another spot. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go first and move to the steps of Yog-Sothoth. If I try to move out of it, I would have to test head 2 and then discard it. But I'm going to get set up for some shit that may or may not happen. I'm going to play physical training, which I can remove resources for head or fist. And I am going to draw a card as my third action. Okay. And then I need to go take a quick break. You can play if you want to. Do you know what you're going to do? I'm assuming you're going to get that clue.
I do know what I'm going to do.
Okay.
You might not be, you're going to be intrigued by it, I think.
Okay.
I'll wait till you come back. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, we'll have to wait.
Oh, okay. What were we trying to do?
I
So you're trying to play Pathfinder.
I was going to play Pathfinder, but that was going to ruin the turn.
Okay.
So instead, I'm just going to move here.
Okay.
So that's action the first.
Keeping that clue there
Yep.
so that it doesn't go away.
I'm going to investigate with my flashlight.
Shroud of One.
On a 5, I get that clue. And then I'm going to seek answers.
Oh, the upgraded Seek Answers. That's pretty good.
So I might be trapping us here.
We'll get to go to the moon, probably. I don't know.
So now...
You're testing book still? You're still investigating a 5 on a 3?
This is investigate, so I don't
Right.
get... I can't flashlight.
You're at 5 on a 3.
Yep.
I cannot help you if I wanted to.
I'm going to go 6 on a 3 because I don't think scrying's going to be super helpful here.
Okay, yeah. 6 on a 3. Didn't need it, but it's good. So, what does that say?
If you succeed, discover 2 total clues from among your location and connecting locations.
After the last clue on Prismatic Cascade is removed, discard it. So yeah, we're stuck here. But you have 5 clues, and this is 4 clues to advance.
And it does not require a specific action, so...
Nope, it's a fast action.
The Nexus of Dimensions. A light shimmers in the distance, and you head toward it to investigate. The wispy light drifts away from you, floating through the realm's strange gateways, ascending looping staircases, and crossing through barriers you dared not cross earlier. With little chance of finding the Nexus on your own, you follow the light, hoping it is guiding you in the right direction.
It may not be. We might be fucked here.
Put the set aside the Edge of the Universe location into play.
There it is. You must have at least 2 clues in order to move to the edge of the universe. We can get tears through time. We can get tears through time, I think.
Into the beyond. You continue to follow the wisp of light through the treacherous landscape. You continue to follow the wisp of light, though the treacherous landscape makes it a difficult quarry to chase. Action. Discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose the locations discarded by this effect, and resolve its revelation ability. Objective. If an investigator enters the edge of the universe, advance.
Are we just absolutely fucked?
We just have to find locations. Tear through time.
But this is only connected to green
Which is tear through time.
diamond. No, red square is tear through time.
Oh, God.
And moon, which is the edge of the universe.
What have I done?
That's a good question. Well, I need to. So that was the end of our turn. That was
Yes.
okay.
Oh, God.
Get one of these. Get one of these.
Don't know if it's going to help any, but get one anyway.
It literally might just be
Cycle through
the encounter deck until we get green bullshit back.
I think there was 2 of those.
2
but
green
I'm
bullshits?
not
Okay.
Positive.
Okay. Did you get your resource and your card?
Yep.
All right. 4th doom, or 3rd out of 4 doom on the sheet. And hell, this might be the green one. What do you got?
A conglomeration of spheres.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I am at your location. I can take it
That's
for
the
you.
only good thing right now.
Tear through space. Search. Revelation. Put Tear through space into play. At the end of the round, either place 1 doom on Tear through space or discard it. So it is connected to... So it is a red... Yeah, it's a red square. This is not connected to red square. Those are. Okay. It does have surge. It does have 1 clue. I've got a clue! I've got a clue!
We've got 2 clues!
But it doesn't say as a group!
No! And we don't have teamwork.
We don't have teamwork!
God damn it!
What I do have is collapsing reality, which will save us. If you are at an extra dimensional location,
We are.
discard it and take 1 damage. So that's me. I discard it and take 1 damage. So it's discarded. When a location leaves play, move each investigator and unengaged enemy at that location to another dimension cannot be canceled. After you are moved to a location by an encounter card effect, take a horror. So we both take a horror, which isn't the best for me. But now we're out of this. But now the edge of the universe, we don't have the connecting. But the edge of the universe is connected to this brown squiggly, which is also connected to this one.
Okay, so I'm going to need help with this guy.
Okay, let's see what I can do. He's got 1 fight, but 6 HP. And he does what, 1 and 1? Mm-hmm. Okay. So let me... Wait. We're going to keep that there? We can get straight to here from that, but I mean, getting extra clues is never a bad thing. And that... Actually, yeah, because there's 3 here. Oh, we drew that during the Mythos phase. That's at the end of the round. That's at the end of the round.
Yeah.
So we'll put a Doom on it, and then a Doom will go on the sheet, and then okay, yeah. That happens. Yeah. Okay. I can definitely take that from you. The question is, in what order do I want to do things? I think what I'm going to do is first play my Flesh Ward. Then I will engage him for you as my second action.
1-2 punch A.
I don't have a 1-2 punch A. But I do have clean him out. Fight when this action begins. Gain 2 resources. I am sitting at 6 fists on a 1. -5 is a pass. Because it was an event, I deal 2 damage to the conglomeration of spheres, who has 6 HP. That's my turn. I played my Flesh Ward, I engaged, and I punched. So now the question is, where do you want to go? Up to the tear through space, or just go straight to the Endless Bridge? We also need to find the connecting location between the Endless Bridge and the edge of the universe. Mm-hmm. How long did you dehydrate these for?
The first session was 9.5 hours at 130 degrees.
Jesus.
Like, the book I have was 8 to 10 hours at 130 degrees. Mm-hmm. I pulled it open, I, pulled this number, and I was like,
They're still soft?
That still feels soft. So I put it at 130 for another hour and a half, and that was when I, first got up at, 7 o'clock this morning. Fell back to sleep. They were still spongy, so I put it on for another 2 hours at 130 degrees, and it ended. It had 5 minutes left when I was like, fuck it. I just pulled it out and threw them in that Tupperware.
They might have been a little too thick. You might have needed a mandolin.
I cut them thinner than what the book stated. Oh. The book stated 1/4 inch.
Yeah, these are about a 1/4 inch.
No.
Yeah.
My joint on my index finger is 1 inch.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, that is after it's dehydrated, but they were not a 1/4 inch. They were probably around an 1/8 inch, maybe up to 3/16.
Right. These are banana chips that Billy made by cutting bananas and dehydrating them. But anyway, it's your turn. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to play my Necronomicon for 2 resources.
Okay.
Then I'm going to get my free tome
to get your 2 resources
to get 2 resources back and play Pathfinder.
Okay. So that was your second action. Because play, free tome, play.
And if we put the Doom on here,
it's going to go away.
It's just going to get discarded.
Yep.
So I'm going to Pathfinder up here. and then investigate.
Oh, yeah, okay, so that's going to stay in play. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next turn, when there's not a doom on it, we just get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I've got... Actually, that doesn't get tapped. I've got a 6 on a 1. How about an auto fail?
How about the -5? That's the second 6 on a 1 that's passed.
Still a success.
All right. That was your whole turn, right? Because you played, free action, played, free moved, investigated.
I like this character.
She's pretty solid. Okay. Monsters go. He attacks me. I am going to flesh ward away the horror and just take the damage.
Monster's done. We upkeep.
Okay.
Resource.
Yep.
And this thing.
Doom on the sheet first.
Yep.
Well, at the end of the round, Doom goes on here. Mythos phase, Doom goes on the sheet. All the Doom goes away.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just putting shit everywhere.
You gotta find that other location.
Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck.
God damn it.
Then discard cards from the top until a location is revealed. The lead investigator resolves that location's effect. It's no bueno.
I don't know that I like this. Because there's something else after that, apparently.
There is something else after this.
You gonna get fucked?
A little bit.
Then any other investigators draw cards until they get a monster.
No. Let's look at the location first.
Automatically attacks.
Draw this location.
You take, if you can't move there, take a horror. However many shroud it is, that's how much horror you take. Did I guess it?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Discarding encounter cards until we get a location. There is a location. It's another tear through space. Check the campaign log. Oh, well, all right, yeah, put it into play. The lead investigator does this revelation effect. Check the campaign log. If the investigators failed to save the students...
Oh, come on!
This is way back in scenario 1A. Read the following. A huge canine creature, alien to your eyes and yet familiar, appears before you. The creature rushes forward and you prepare to fend it off, but to your surprise, it runs through you, towards a building that wasn't behind you moments before. Derby Hall from the Miskatonic University. The creature bursts through the building's front door and you hear screams of panic from inside, followed by the crunch of snapping bones and cries of pain. Each investigator takes a horror, regardless of their location. That puts me at 5 out of my 6. I need some kerosene and I need some enemies to kill. Well, that's an enemy to kill, but I need some kerosene. Now we've got Agenda 2A. Past, present, and future. As you cross the realm, you catch occasional glimpses of reality, scenes from old memories, more recent visions from the past few days, and sometimes even events that you do not remember even happening. Forced, after you are moved to a location by an encounter effect, or encounter card effect, take a horror for Doom. So what do we need to do? We need to get to the edge of the universe? Okay. I need to punch this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. My card.
Oh, yeah, that was the Doom being put on the agenda. Jeez, Pete. What you got?
Fuck.
What?
If you're at an extra dimensional location,
You
discard
are.
it and take 1 damage.
Oof. So it's discarded.
Which is fine.
You get moved back here. You take a horror because of that.
Which,
because of this
for
card.
me at least, is okay.
Yep. Interstellar Traveler. It is a 4/3/2 monster. Yithian. Spawn at any extra dimensional location. Hunter. Forced. When Interstellar Traveler enters a location, flip 1 clue on that location to a Doom and place it on Interstellar Traveler, or place 1 Doom on Interstellar Traveler if there are no clues at that location.
I mean...
So, I was reading something about this on either the Wiki or the Arkham DB or...
Actually, that is not extra dimensional.
It's not extra dimensional. So, I'm just going to put... If I put it here...
And we discard
And
it.
we discard it, but he will move. He's a hunter. And he deals 2 brain. I can't take that.
And I can't do much to help you?
I've got it. Okay, yeah. Put him here. He'll hunt. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Should I punchy or should you go cluey?
Well, I think if nothing else, do I see if I can find this location?
Maybe.
Like, I've already got 2 clues, so I can get to the edge of the universe.
Right, but you'll need to be here to get to it. So you might as well move here.
Right, but I've got Pathfinder. I can move.
So move there and go get... And yeah, move there as your free Pathfinder. And yeah, see if you can find the location.
And then I'm also going to Necronomicon.
As your free tome?
Yep.
Okay.
And then for action the second...
No, action the first.
Oh, yeah.
Because free Pathfinder, free tome.
Oh, look, the steps of...
Draw the top 3 and pick one. Or discard the top 3, then pick one. So that's over here. That's this guy.
Yep.
Okay.
And then action the second...
What is that?
Tear through space.
Another tear through space, or tear through space. Okay. What's your action the third?
Oh, that is an interesting situation. Yeah, I'll just do this again.
Yeah, we need to find that location. That's this one. Well, it's got to be that one. Do they keep getting the clues? They have to keep getting the clues, right?
They keep getting revealed.
You're going upstairs?
Nope.
Okay.
What, you want to pop?
A beer.
You ran out already?
Yeah. All right. Well, I've got to punch this dude. I got to punchy this dude. I'm going to clean them out. Fight when this action begins. Gain 2 resources. I'm going to be testing 6 on a 1. Elder Sign! For my Elder Sign ability, I'm going to go get Clean Them Out from my discard pile. He's going to take 2 damage. For my second action, I am going to punch him with my boxing gloves. Another 6 on a 1. -2, that's 1 damage. And my third action is going to be to fight him with my boxing gloves. Did you hear what I drew?
Elder Sign.
I drew the Elder Sign. So I got another... So I fought him with Clean Him Out. My Elder Sign drew me Clean Him Out. But I don't need the resources right now, and it wouldn't do anything extra because I can only do the extra damage once per phase. So this is another 6 on a 1. -2, the conglomeration of spheres
Is kaput.
is dead. Unfortunately, those are all 3 of my actions. Fortunately, boxing gloves, I will go search the top 6 for a spirit. Kerosene, top card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not a spirit. That's not a spirit. Don't want that one. Those are duplicates. So is this better or is this better? This is better. Okay. That was my turn. When he hunts...
I can get there.
You can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's connected there now. Now, here's the question. I need to go look this up because he can't get to my location from where he's at. Who does he hunt? Does he hunt...
Me?
He does hunt you and deals you a bunch of damage. We didn't think about that.
No, we didn't.
Okay, so that was my turn. I punched. I got a card from my boxing gloves. And you went because you searched to get these locations into play. Mm-hmm. Monster's turn. Interstellar Traveler hunts you. When Interstellar Traveler enters a location, flip one clue on that location to its doom side and place it on Interstellar Traveler.
I actually... No, I can still get there because I can come here and then go here.
Yeah. So then he attacks you for 1 heart and 2 brain. Woof. You're at 1 HP heart and 3 HP brain.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get there? I can get there and take him from you.
Upkeep?
Yeah, upkeep. Resource. Yeah, I can take him from you, so you are free to do whatever, and I'll get rid of the doom. Speaking of doom, 1 on the sheet.
Do we just discard both of these? We have to keep 1.
Yeah, for you to get over there.
Yeah, for either of us to get out of the Endless Bridge.
Yeah. Discard 1 and put a doom on the other. That was at the end of the round. So now this would have been the 3rd doom, which still doesn't advance it. Because he would have had a doom, that would have had a doom. In the Mythos phase, that would have been a doom. Okay. What do you got?
Visions of Futures Past.
Okay, that's not a terrible one, I don't think.
For each point you fail by, discard the top card of your deck. I honestly really don't care if I have to discard right now.
Sure.
So,
from the top of your deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I need...
+2.
Yeah, +2.
So -1, you fail by 3.
Yep.
Oh no!
Oh, how unfortunate.
2 weaknesses!
Be still in my beating heart. It's not that bad, I promise. I would say, and the thing that follows, like...
Right, that would have been great. I've got a peril. Do you want to discard all your skills? Oh man, Inquiring Mind. But I mean... I don't have any skills, and I don't really want to discard my events. My asset I could have gotten rid of, but I think asset would have also hurt you pretty bad. Oh, he's engaged with you, BTW.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will not table talk.
Can I deal... Oh, yeah, I can deal with him. I can definitely deal with him. Okay, my first action is going to be to move into your location. If I punch and miss, you die.
Yes.
Okay, so then my second action is going to be to engage him.
That would be much appreciated, so I can Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm. And my third action, he's not a victory point? Wow. My third action is going to be...
If you don't kill him or dodge him...
Monster Slayer. Fight, this attack deals +1 damage. I've got 6 fists, 7 fists, 8 fists on his 4. Nine fists on his 4. So only the auto fail or some goofy shit. 9 on his 4. Squid -X, the shroud value of my location, which is 4. If you fail and your location is extra dimensional, discard it, which would have killed me if I'd have failed. But -4 puts me at a 5, which is better than his 4.
Wouldn't have killed me, but it wouldn't have made me happy either.
It would have killed you. Oh, yours. The horror?
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So, Monster Slayer, 1 damage for the fight, 1 damage for the Monster Slayer, 1 damage for my special ability. The Interstellar Traveler is dead.
Do I just run to the edge of the universe?
Yes. Advance that act as quickly as
Pathfinder
you can.
to the tear through space.
Uh-huh.
Action the first. action the
second,
second, action
the
the
third. Edge of the universe. If
You must have at least 2 clues in order to move to the edge of the universe.
You do.
Don't have to discard them.
Don't have to use them, yep.
Nothing could have possibly prepared you for this. It is beautiful and terrible to behold. 2 shroud. 2 investigator clues. You must have at least 2 clues in order to move to the edge of the universe.
Means I've got to get a clue if I want to get there.
Investigators at the edge of the universe cannot draw cards during the upkeep phase.
Oh boy. But you can freely move back and forth. Oh, wait. You need to do this. When you would leave steps of your roll, test head 2. If you fail, shuffle steps of your roll back into the encounter deck instead of moving to your original destination. So this may or may not happen.
Right.
Also, this is backwards too. So you're attempting to move here.
Test head 2.
You can choose not to do that because we forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm going to hang out there this turn.
Okay, yeah.
And draw another card.
Okay, sure. That's a decent retcon because it wasn't because of what we revealed here, it was because we forgot about this move out of ability. Oh, also, I'm going to retcon my killing this enemy. I'm going to go search for a spirit card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is only 1 spirit card. There we go.
Okay. Monsters go, monsters done. We upkeep.
Yeah.
I actually get to upkeep. And a resource. Oh.
Draw a card. Get a resource. Okay. The second doom on the sheet. The third doom. Oh, at the end of the round. I can get there. Because this is connected to this. We can discard this. Although I won't have the clues.
You can't get here.
Oh, I can't get there. Oh, yeah, okay. Now, at the end of the round, still. Also, you left this location. We forgot this forced. After an investigator leaves Endless Bridge, either place 1 doom on it or discard it. Discarding it would have killed me. Mm-hmm. We're placing a doom on it. We get to the doom on the sheet step, it advances.
Yeah.
That makes that easy.
Dope.
Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Then discard cards from the top until a location is discarded. The lead investigator resolves that location's revelation effect. Check the campaign log. If at least 1 name is recorded under sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth, oh, that's 6. Read the following. You hear a familiar voice calling out to you. And you enter an impossibly shaped building of cracked stone. No, don't, the voice cries. You rush towards the voice down a set of steep, narrow stairs. Upon reaching the bottom, you find yourself in the hidden chamber from Dunwich, bound by shackles. You see those you failed to save, bloodied and maimed.
He's covered in resources.
A creature with a man's face feeds from a corpse on the ground. The head of the corpse turns to face you, and a sharp pain stabs your heart.
Each investigator
Test head X, where X is the number of names recorded under sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth. That's 6.
Thank you. Hang on, I still gotta reveal the location before I die.
For each point an investigator fails by, that investigator takes a damage.
Like I said.
Oh, there's a tear through space. And that was the... Yeah, I guess a clue to get to do. Alright, so now you need to test head 6, and I need to test head 6. Fortunately, I've got these things.
Well... I really wish I could have...
You might just be fucked. Because you can't take 1 damage. You need to pass this.
Yeah.
And you're at head 3?
So do you...
Do I?
So you take a... So both of us have 1 sanity to give.
Uh-huh.
So...
And this is damage we're taking.
Oh.
Yeah, you're fucked. Unless you have a lot of head.
Anything you can... We're not at the same location.
No.
So it doesn't matter.
You just go all in on surviving.
Yeah, that's what I can do.
You're at head 6?
6. I really wanted to play the encyclopedia, but...
Yep, just draw the 0.
Even money.
Like, you can't play the encyclopedia if you're dead.
Fucked. Let's try that again and just see...
Let's see what happens. No. Alright, so your clues go back on your location. Your bitch goes bye-bye-bye.
You better run up to those 2 tears and tear through spaces. And,
I'm going to try my best.
and gather those clues.
I still have to test. I am at head 3, head 4, head 5, head 6, head 7. Head 7 on 6. Head
I had
8.
so much, like, next 4 draws were the Holy Rosary, Inquiring Mind,
Your
my tote bag, and Fearless.
Yeah. So I'm at head 8 on 6. So this is really where fucking up extracurricular activity screwed us, and fucking up the
Yeah.
sacrifices really fucked us. All right, I'm still testing 8 on 6. -1 is a pass. I take no damage. I really wasn't worried about taking damage. The horror is the thing that I'm worried about. Okay. That was this advancing. I still need to draw a card. It is Collapsing Reality. If you are at an extra dimensional location, discard it and take 1 damage.
Dead.
No. Endless Bridge gets discarded. I take 1 damage.
When a location leaves play, move each investigator and unengaged enemy at that location to another.
To other dimension. Oh, breaking through. We forgot to read this. Throughout this warped dimension, no matter where you travel, there is a haunting shape in the distance. At first, it appears as a disc, like a black moon with many wriggling arms, but as time passes, you can tell it's growing larger and larger. Forced, after you are moved by a location to an encounter card effect, take 1 horror. The Flesh Ward takes the horror. But more importantly, I survive.
For now.
For now. Okay, my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beat Cup. My horror sink. Action the second to move into Prismatic Cave. Or Cascade. Oh shit, I need to get clues. I can't move into there without 2 clues.
Right. Which I think the tears through space are your best option.
Yeah, but it's going to get discarded. No, this is my best option. So action the first, Prismatic Cascade. Or action the first, Beat Cop. Action the second, Prismatic Cascade. Action the third, testing 2 on 2 to get a clue. 2 on 2, get a clue.
Why are those going to get discarded?
Where, what? I'm not going to put 2 Doom on them. I guess I can put 1 Doom on. We got 6 Doom. Yeah, okay. I'll move to Tear Through Space
and when
instead.
they get discarded, the doom goes away. So if you get the clue...
I get the clue. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. Action the first, Beat Cop. Action the second, move to Tear Through Space. Testing 2 on 1. 0. I'd have gotten this fucking clue, you son of a bitch.
You need 2 of them.
I've got 1 already.
Oh, well.
Because I got one from the other Tear Through Space. Oh, well.
I forgot you had the one.
It's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. That's the end of my turn. I'm here. Monsters go. There are no monsters. Upkeep. I get a card. Hey, look, Tommy. I've got to punch him a bunch.
Did you draw a card? And
That was my card draw. I got a resource. At the end of the round, Doom, bye-bye to this guy. Doom on the sheet. Yithian Stalker. Spawn another dimension. Retaliate. Forced. When Yithian Star Seeker, not Stalker. Yithian Star Seeker attacks an investigator with more than 10 cards in his or her discard pile. 8. Place a doom on Yithian Star Seeker. Well, I don't plan on going back there anytime soon, but my turn is going to be punch, punch, punch. Okay. My turn. 1-2 punch and Tommy. +1 fist. So I'm sitting at 5, 6, 7, 8 on his 2. -1. That's a damage. I can attack him again for +2 fist. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on his 2. I'm going to put this back in the bag.
Probably a good idea.
9 on his 2. The auto fail. He does not retaliate. Okay.
Action the second.
Action the second is going to be to punch. Oh, my physical training resources are back. Is to punch him with 5, 6, 7 on his 2. -3. That is a success. Fast action, exhaust Beat Cop and deal a damage to him. Deal a damage to Tommy Malloy. That kills him. Third action, go here. Boxing gloves. I beat Tommy Malloy. Before I move there, boxing gloves. Ooh. 2 weaknesses. 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 1 spirit. Okay. Then my third action will be to move to Prismatic Cascade. That's the end of my turn. Upkeep. He is not a hunter. End of the round, we can get through the tear through space. I get a card. I get a resource. The sheet gets a doom. When he attacks an investigator. Nope. Okay. And I get an encounter card. It is Collapsing Reality. If you are at an extra dimensional location, discard it and take 1 damage. And okay, sure. Extra dimensional. Discard it. Jesus Christ. Take 1 damage. I can take the damage. The horror from this thing is going to go into my Beat Cop, which is why I got him out. The Yithian Star Seeker engages me because I moved to the other dimension. And yeah. The fuck? Well, it's a good thing I drew this. Mono a mono. My first action will deal 3 damage to the Star Seeker. And then I'm going to exhaust Beat Cop to deal the 4th damage to the Star Seeker. He's dead. And then I need to find locations to get here, right? Mm-hmm. So 1, 2, 3. None of those are locations. 1, 2, 3. None of those are locations. Hooray! Oh, I'm going to boxing gloves from killing that thing, by the way.
You are the worst boxer.
I know. 5, 6. There we go. This is a little sloppy, but I am trying to go fast because Tony's dead. And I'm likely going to die because I can't get clues. Like,
you don't need to get clues. You got the 2 you need, right?
It's true. I can
Because
get to the edge of the universe.
We haven't previously viewed the edge of the universe yet.
Right. All right. End of my turn, I get a card. I get a resource. My physical training didn't ever go away. She gets a doom. Yeah. She gets a doom. I get a card. Hey, look, it's a Yithian Observer. Prey, fewest cards in hand. Forced, when Yithian Observer attacks you, discard 1 card at random from your hand. If you cannot, Yithian Observer deals +1 damage and +1 horror for this attack. Okay. Well.
Good news is, if he attacks you, Beat Cop is dead.
The good news is mono. 3 damage to the Yithian Observer. Then I'm going to punch him with my boxing gloves.
Oh, you don't want to Beat Cop him?
No, because that would kill the Beat Cop, and he's a head sink. 5, 6, 7 on his 4. Skull. -1 for each extra dimensional location in play. 1.
1.
So that's 7 on his 4. He's dead. I'm good at dealing with monsters. Boxing gloves. Although this will kill me if I go through my deck too much. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So that was my first and second actions. My third action is going to be search for a location. There's a location. It's this one, or it's connected to that one. So put that in play. What does it say?
It's not connected.
It's connected to the blue. It's connected to this one. It's this, but over here.
But it's also connected to this.
Right, but it's not connected to this. I cannot get there. It's like these are connected to this.
Oh, a 3-dimensional area that we can't represent on a 2-dimensional board?
Right, yep. So the dimensional doorway, it has 2 clues on it. Revelation, put dimensional doorway into play, then draw the topmost hex card in the encounter discard pile. Arcane barrier. Attached to your location as an additional... Yeah, because I put it into play. Yeah, this was in the discard pile when I put that into play. As an additional cost to move into or out of attached location, test head 4 if successful. Discard Arcane Barrier. Otherwise, you must either cancel the effects of your move or discard the top 5 cards of your deck. And it's here. I'm uber fucked, by the way.
I'm dead. You're
I know. Forced at the end of your turn, if you are at Dimensional Doorway, you must either spend 2 resources or shuffle Dimensional Doorway into the encounter deck. Okay. That was my entire turn, right? Because I mono-monoed, punched, drew the locations. Mm-hmm. End of my turn. There's no monsters. Upkeep. Resource. The 4th Doom on the sheet. Encounter card. A conglomeration of spheres. What the fuck? I can't move. All right, well, this is as good a time as any to use this. My big ol' 1-2 punch. Fight, you automatically succeed and deal +1 damage. And my special ability deals another +1 damage, so that's 3. You may fight again and get +3 fist and deal +2 damage. So I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on his 1.
To do 3 more damage.
To do 3 more damage. -5. He's dead. He has 6 HP. That's 3 more damage. The good old 1-2 punch took out the conglomeration of spheres. I don't need to boxing gloves. My deck is running low. Draw 3 more of these. Hey, look, the prismatic cascade.
That's what you needed.
It is. It's got 3 clues. I need a GTFO. Test head 4. I'm seeing it head 3, head 4, head 5. Yep, head 5. I'm at 5 on a 4. Skull. No, that's a it's a -3. So I either have to not move or discard the top 5 cards of my deck.
Discard the top 5 because you're gonna have to test it again next time.
Yeah. All right. The top 5 cards of my deck were a weakness, a kerosene, a get over here, and a monster slayer. Okay. That's the end of my turn. Monsters go. There are no monsters. Upkeep. I get my actions back. I draw a card, which is self-destructive. I get a resource. These things replenish at the start of the round, which is about to happen. Doom on the sheet. I guess I'll put it myself.
Oh, my bad.
Yithian Observer. Why are there so many monsters in this fucking... It's a 4/4/3. I'm going to move here. He's going to attack of opportunity me. I'm going to counterpunch him. Yes, this will work. and I'm going to commit Vicious Blow to the counterpunch. So, fast, play when an enemy attacks you before resolving the attack. He is doing an attack of opportunity on me. If I fail this, I die, by the way.
Well,
or no, B-Cop dies. Or, okay, anyway. He is attack of opportunity me. I am counterpunching him with 5, 6, 7 fist, 8, 9 fist, 10 fist on his 4.
So only auto fail.
10 fist on his 4. Skull minus 3.
Yep.
Okay, so the regular fight deals 1 damage. The counterpunch says it deals 1 damage. The vicious blow says it deals 1 damage. And my special ability, because this is an event, deals 1 damage. The Yithian Observer is dead. He's also a victory point. That was my first action to move. My second action... Oh, I gotta test head 2? Okay, that's fine.
Rip is like, I'm going over here. The Yithian Observer's going, no, you're not. He goes, yes, I am.
Okay. My second action is going to be try to move to the edge of the universe. I'm at head 3, 4, 5, 6 on a 2 test. Oh, when you deal 1 or more damage to an enemy, take 1 damage. I'm testing head 6 on a test of 2. Minus 1. I get to the edge of the universe.
Do you have 2 clues, Rip?
I do. They're right here.
Investigators at the edge of the universe cannot draw cards during the upkeep phase.
Okay. There are 4 clues and a shroud of 2. Read the act. There's 2 more. God damn, we're super fucked. You dying early hurt.
The world's edge. You reach an impossibly dense, pitch-black void, and realize that this place is where all of reality,
Ceases
all that
to
is,
exist.
and all that ever will be, ends. In its center, you see a minuscule rift suspended just out of reach. When you peer through the tear, you are surprised to see the peak of Sentinel Hill.
What? We're just there.
Somehow, you've reached the other side of the rift. Now you must find a way to close it for good. Close the rift. The unearthly stones on the ground are inscribed with some sort of seal. Approaching them causes a voice to enter your mind, speaking in an alien tongue. Wololol. Action, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Choose a location discarded by this effect to resolve its revelation ability. Objective. Only investigators at the edge of the universe may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance.
I need 6 of them.
3 investigator clues.
I need 6 clues. There's only 4 here, so I've got to go get, like, these.
You have 2.
Oh, I didn't spend those. You're right. Oh, boy. Okay, so that was my second action, right? Because, no, yeah, that was my second action. I moved. That whole punchy business was a counterpunch, which is fast. Second action was moved in there. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to commit glory to an investigate action, which puts me at a 4 on a 2 to try to find a clue. Minus 2. Give me that clue. Thank you.
And then we're going to do this thing.
Oh yeah, replace the 3 with my 3. Cool. That's the end of my turn. I can't draw cards during the upkeep phase? Is that what it says?
Correct.
Okay. I still get a resource. These come back at the start of the next round. Doom on the sheet makes it advance, which I'm not liking this. I'm probably going to take horror damage and die. Oh boy! The key and the gate. Do you
Hello, Yog-Sothoth.
Do you remember who the key and the gate were? Revelation spawned the set-aside Yog-Sothoth enemy at
Jaffafa.
the edge of the universe. He is massive. He also does not... Okay. Yog-Sothoth is a 4/4 dash. Ancient One, Elite, Massive Hunter, Retaliate. Yog-Sothoth gets plus...
Thank you, camera.
Yog-Sothoth cannot be... Or he gets plus 6 Investigator health, so that's plus 12. So he's at 16 HP. Yog-Sothoth cannot be evaded and cannot make attacks of opportunity. So I can run away from him, I can investigate, I can do whatever. Reaction, when Yog-Sothoth attacks you, instead of taking up to X horror, you may discard the top X cards from your deck. Then, if you have no cards in your deck, you are driven insane. He deals 1 heart and 5 brain damage. Okay. So, if the Edge of the Universe is not in play, spawn it in another dimension instead. Advance to Agenda 4A. Agenda 4A. The end of all things. Including me. The shape in the distance smashes through the barriers of this dimension, its many arms reaching to envelop everything you see. Its body is like an ooze, covered in eyes and mouths. You feel insignificant like a bug next to the creature's terrifying grandeur. Forced, after you are moved to a location by an encounter card effect, take a horror. Forced, if Yog-Sothoth is defeated, R3. Alright, so how do I get 3 clues? I still have to draw one of these. Mm-hmm. Offer of Power. Draw 2 cards and place 2 Doom on the current agenda, or take 2 Horror. Well, 2 Horror will kill me, so I'm going to draw 2 cards and place 2 Doom on the current agenda. Oh, hey, look. The agenda needed 2 Doom to advance. Seeking the rift from which you entered this dimension, the extra-dimensional horror lashes out, crushing entire realms within its grasp. In player order, Yog-Sothoth attacks each investigator in play, regardless of Yog-Sothoth's current location. Then flip this agenda back to its A side. So Yog-Sothoth is going to attack me every 2 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll be at 6 out of 9 HP. Actually, no, he only deals one damage. All right, so 1 damage and 1 horror are going to my beat cop. And then I'm going to discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1 card left in my deck.
So you will not die to Yog-Sothoth. Potentially.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, how do I win? All right, here's how I win. Scene of the crime. Play only as your first action. Discover 1 clue at your location. 2 clues instead if there's an enemy at that location. It's a big motherfucking enemy. Give me these 2 clues. No attacks of opportunity. Right?
So you can investigate.
This is going to be the dumbest thing ever.
Realize that there's still another...
I know, I don't know what the other thing is. Yep, I'm going to investigate. Oh, the beat cop is long gone. Like, drawing my whole deck will kill me, which is fine. Like, I can't take another attack from Yog-Sothoth. So if I fail this investigate, I need to move to here. Which I can do, right? That it's connected. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm going to investigate, committing evidence to it, which has 2 books. So I'm sitting at 4 on a 2. This is the dumbest thing ever. 4 on a 2. No, the auto fail. I have to move to here. Otherwise, I will take an attack. But then I draw a card. But I don't have to shuffle my deck until I would have to draw the...
Reread the card.
Reread what card? If your deck has no cards in it. Oh. So then, what do I do then?
Investigate again and hope.
Only investigators at the edge of the universe may spend a requisite number of clues as a group to advance. It's an objective. Yeah. I've got to investigate again at a 2 on a 2. Two on a 2. It's the elder sign. +1, I can go get one of these cards from my deck. It's any event.
Is dodge an event or a skill?
It is an event. Dodge. Oh, I shouldn't be shuffling my discard pile. You're not supposed to be able to do that. All right, so I get the last clue. Investigators at the edge of the earth. Advance it.
Mending the tear.
This is so stupid.
Well, this is absolutely true.
Okay.
You are utterly exhausted,
Yeah.
with no idea as to what can be done to close the rift. Seem correct?
Yes.
It is too distant to touch, and nothing you do has any effect. There's nothing here to guide you apart from the unearthly worlds that are seeping into your mind. Just then you hear a familiar voice within the echoing chorus, and feel yourself compelled to repeat it. Claude ostium. You whisper at first, the words on the tip of your tongue. You close your eyes to concentrate, and the echo grows louder. When it ends and you open your eyes, you face nothing but an inky abyss, and the terror has vanished. Remove
Yog-Sothoth from the game.
the edge of the universe from the game. Put the set-aside tear through time location into play.
Okay. Tear through time. What is, what was, and what will never be. You see it all, and it sees you.
Finding a new way, Act 4A.
So, like,
With no clear way out of this dimension, you seek another path. Action, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, choose a location discarded by this effect, and resolve its revelation ability. Objective, if each undefeated investigator has resigned, advance.
But, so what happened was the edge of the universe was discarded, correct?
Yes.
When a location leaves play, move each investigator and unengaged enemy at that location to another dimension cannot be canceled. I move here. After you are moved to a location by an encounter card, take a horror, I die. Close.
It is connected to the other.
I know it is.
dimension.
Okay, let's pretend I didn't die.
Let's pretend you had some kerosene.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're
We walk into the rift. Rip's carrying 2 cans of kerosene on his back. Like, let's start this motherfucker blaze.
So, that would have been the end of... Well, okay. So, if I didn't die to the terror for moving back here, that was the end of my turn. Mm-hmm. The monster goes, I dodge him. Then it's my upkeep. I draw a card. Beyond the Veil kills me. I was just uber fucked.
Put a doom on there.
All right, put a doom. What do I get?
Choose and shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck.
Boxing gloves into my deck. Then discard the top 3 cards, and if you draw it, then take a horror.
2 horror.
2 horror, yeah. All right, so uber fucked. Pretend that didn't happen. All right, so I move here and I investigate 2 on a 2. -3. I investigate 2 on a 2. -3. If Yog-Sothoth is in play, he attacks me. Yeah, I was just uber fucked. Okay, so we read the revelation. Before resolving any other resolution, if at least one investigator was defeated, both of us, read investigator defeat first. Where did you come from?
Where did you go?
Why are you here?
Oh, that's not Cotton Eye Joe.
Are you dreaming? Or is this place real?
It's just.
One could say, is this the real life?
Is this just fantasy?
Yeah. Now that you think about it, haven't you been here before? Or perhaps you've been here all along. Now you remember, this is your real home. The path you now walk is but one ledge, with many more below. You only have to fall and you will be where you belong. One more step. Each defeated investigator is killed.
Dead, dead, dead.
Killed. What's today's date? The 28th? Yep. And 8/28. If another resolution was reached, the investigators read that resolution. If no resolution was reached, each investigator was defeated, and the investigators were at Act 4 when the scenario ended. Go to Resolution 2. If no resolution was reached and each investigator was defeated and the investigators were at Act 1, 2, or 3. Oh, Act.
4. Oh.
Did I get to Act 4?
You did.
I actually legit made it to Act 4.
Yes.
I didn't. It wasn't like the what if.
No.
I legit made it to Act 4.
Because the moving to there
killed me. I legit made it to Act 4. So we read Resolution 2. Several of the villagers from Dunwich heard the ruckus on Sentinel Hill and went to investigate. What they found there answered none of their questions. What do you think happened? A frightened Curtis Whately asks as they examine the hilltop. The other villagers shake their heads, unable to say. Last thing I saw, the sky opened up and there was a bright flash, one of them says, looking up at the starry sky from the top of Sentinel Hill. Those Arkham fellas ain't nowhere to be seen, Curtis adds, looking down at the cracked stone altar. Not even a hint of 'em, Mr. Bishop and his pals. Now that's a different story. The young man motions towards several corpses on the ground. Think we should get a hold of those coppers out of Aylesbury? Why, so they can laugh at us again? Curtis spits. They ain't never gonna believe us about any of this anyway. He glances at the stone altar, fidgeting nervously. Better to forget about the whole thing. Come on, let's bury the dead and get out of here. The investigators win the campaign and are never seen or heard from again.
So we saved the world at the expense of our own lives.
Win! Question mark. Resolution 4 is Yog-Sothoth tore apart the barriers between worlds and became one with all reality, yet the investigators lose. So we won. We just sacrificed ourselves to save the Earth.
Fuck you, Leto. Ours was more heroic.
True. Yeah, that's a win. The epilogue. Read the following only if the investigators won the campaign. We did. Check the campaign log. If you calmed the townsfolk, we did. Read Epilogue 1. 6 months has passed, and life for Curtis Whately was finally returning to normal. Since they'd hushed up the incident and the authorities kept their distance from these parts, Mr. Osborne had auctioned off the Eric's and Bishop's family's belongings. Joe took a few trinkets for himself, of course, but Curtis wanted nothing to do with it. Folk already didn't trust him on account of the family's sins, even though he'd been attending church on the regular and had stayed far away from anything resembling the arcane. Even so, Curtis could not shake a sense of foreboding. He'd seen the devastation that befell the Eric's, Bishop, and Fry homes. He'd even seen firsthand the creature the folks from Arkham had banished. Some say his thoughts led him to Wilbur Whately's farm, where he would stand outside and stare for hours, too scared to enter, but too curious to leave. Maybe there was something in there that could make these terrible visions depart. Something that could give him strength enough to resist the nightmares. Curtis decided he would find it. That was the epilogue. That's it. That's the Dunwich legacy. And we won. It says the investigators win the campaign.
We finally won a campaign.
Win.
That didn't involve throwing Lita under a bus.
The only 2 campaigns we've won prior. I guess we've won it. We won Night of the Zealot 3 times, throwing Lita Chandler under the bus. That's it.
Yeah.
And we lost it outright the other time. So.
Yeah.
So me pushing forward, fucking scene of the crime with Yog-Sothoth at my location, getting the 2 clues, getting the
I
elder
can save the world.
I made a last-ditch effort to close the gate, and then when I got teleported back to another dimension, I went crazy.